Hello, and welcome back to the Posh and Powerful podcast. Today I have my girl Melanie. She is a mom, a wife, and a stay at home mom. So we're just going to get into it. You want to do an intro background about yourself?
Sure. So I am 31 years old. Recently married to the love of my life. I love talking about him. I'm a mom of three: a 9-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So the two little ones. It's a little bit of a gap. It's a 7-year gap between my two little ones and the oldest. And recently, once my 2-year-old was born, that's when I decided to, this is gonna be the life. I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. I tried the whole working thing, and it didn't go as planned. The daycares were extremely expensive. It just made no sense for what I was making at that time. So I just started the journey as being a stay-at-home mom.
Same here, girl. With my first one, I was working nonstop. But then when I had my second one, like life slowed down for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't used to being at home every day. You know what I'm saying? So we had to make adjustments, just like y'all did.
Yeah. So my oldest is actually from a previous marriage. So I was 21, 20, turned 21 when he was born. So there was no such thing as being a stay-at-home mom. That was he goes to daycare and I got to work and do what I got to do. We separated so young when he was only like a couple of months old. So I had to work and just work, work, work. Daycare was you know, an option that I just had to use. And then I had to work really hard, and I went to school, got my bachelor's degree, purchased my first home. So everything was great, but I was lonely. I was very, very lonely because I was this. I curse on this podcast. I was, very into being this independent bad bitch, and it just gets very lonely. It gets very tiring of just always having to be a hard worker, single mom. And, when I met my husband, he was a very, no, we don't do that over here. I'm the provider. And I was like, you want to pay my bills? What do you mean? Excuse me? And it was very masculine energy versus I was the masculine energy, for so many years that when I had that coming in, I was like, oh, this is different. This is new, you know. And we actually were long distance for a little bit. He lived here in Tampa, and I lived in South Florida, like in Fort Lauderdale. So we would travel back and forth. He would drive, I would take a plane, and we met through a mutual friend. And then I had to take a leap of faith of like, it's either you move or I move. And I had an established career once I graduated, but it wasn't like a steady job that I was like, okay, this is 100% where I'm going to be at, versus he had just gone into a new job that was like, all right, this is where my career is going to be at. So it was kind of like a really big sacrifice of me moving. It was a big leap of faith of, if this works out, like, this is amazing. But if it doesn't, I'm losing everything, my home, everything. But with the grace of God, it ended up working out. Like, we've been together for 4.5 years now, and it's been the best decision moving out here, and my bills are being paid, girl.
Man, that's all that matters, girl, period. You know what I'm saying? Take care of just you and your family. Yeah,
So,
I love that. Oh my gosh, because I was like in the hustle and bustle too with my first one too, and I was out there doing it by myself, and that kind of like stems from being like hyper independent. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Back up.
yeah,
So I relate so much. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
definitely hard, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Being in
definitely
charge.
a switch. Yeah. So when you find a man that be like, okay, I got it, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Of course. And then you get a little bit jitty. You're like, oh, wait a minute. You know, I need to take control. And then it's like, no, I'm taking control. So you hit like a little bit of a hump. I won't lie when it comes to that, because you're trying so hard to just be masculine because that's all you know. So when you're finally able to be your most feminine, it's like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's very foreign to you. And that also comes with being a stay-at-home mom. Like, what was being a stay-at-home mom? I'm like, what is this? Like, I've always,
Right? What the heck do we do?
yeah, I'm like, what am I gonna do all day? And then once I became a stay-at-home mom, I was like, oh shit, I do a lot. I'm like, I want to go back to work. What do you mean? Like, I don't want to be here. These little kids, they want everything. They cry. You're literally doing everything for them. You're picking up food. You're doing the laundry. Then you're cooking. Then you're cleaning. And it's like, damn, I just want to go back to work because you don't even get paid. Yeah, I mean, your bills get paid, but like, you don't getting like that paycheck like deposited into your
Yeah.
account. Like I used to love that. I was always money driven, like a hustler. Like I always want this, I want to pay that. So then going to like, oh, I guess shared bank accounts. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess, but like I didn't earn that money. You know what I mean? So like you go through like those little things of like, okay, my identity, where is that? And I think that a lot of moms that have transitioned from being like the go-getters, the doing everything by themselves to now being codependent of like their partner, it's like, all right, well, what's left of me now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's really important to like talk about being your own person, especially when you're just now a stay-at-home mom, and it's like you're more than that. Before you had a kid, you're a woman. You're a woman, you know? And that's what I really wanted to kind of talk more about is like, I'm just now, my youngest is going to be 18 months next month. And I'm just now starting to feel like, okay, let me do my hair again. Simple things that we did so many years ago. Now it's like, yeah, let me do my hair again. Let me do my makeup. Let me shave the legs. Girl, shave the legs.
Right. And let me get some me
Like,
time.
yo, what? It's been a couple, a couple of days, a couple of weeks that you haven't shaved your legs. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got to come back to you, self-care. Like, I do mental self care now. If my kids are screaming from the top of their lungs and I know that they're good, I go outside and I take a deep breath.
Right.
And if
Literally.
they're screaming, you're good, you're all right. You're diapered, you're fed, everything's good. It's just you need your own mental break for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Especially with postpartum moms, because it hit hard for me. Like, girl, I was crying every day. I was always yelling at my man. I was so upset. I was so upset.
It's like, why aren't you helping enough?
Yeah.
I know that all too well. And it's just like sometimes we just want them there just to hear us cry and just to hear us like because they're not really going to understand what is a man going to know about giving birth for one.
Yeah.
What is a man going to know about breastfeeding? What is a man going to know about
Hormones.
intuition of like your your baby, of like protecting your baby? It's like, okay, my baby was really safe in my tummy, but now this baby is out, and it's like, how do I keep my baby from like breathing? And you know what I mean? It's like for them it's like, I don't know. I've just been next to you this for 9 months, so I don't really know nothing. I'm just here for you. Like, if you actually think about it, when it comes to like those first few months, your man is not supposed to be there for the baby. They can't do nothing for the baby. You're breastfeeding. You gotta be there
They
for
just is
you.
lost too.
Like, yeah, you got to be there for me. And that's what I learned with the second time around with my daughter. I'm like, I don't need you to help me with the baby. There's not, I can change the baby's diaper. I can change the throw up, this and that. That's my baby. I got it. What I need you to do is take care of me, though. I need you to give me a massage. I need you to give me words of affirmation. Like, I'm feeling low right now. My body, my stretch marks. I'm swollen, especially moms with C-sections. Forget about it.
Oh
I
shit.
had 3 C-sections and I'm like, I ain't doing this shit again. I'm done. You know what I mean? And it's like the recovery process. It's just like, I need you here for me. Don't worry about the baby. Worry about wives. So if any men are watching this, y'all having babies, take care of the wifey. The baby will be fine. Baby will
Yeah.
be fine.
and everything else will flow for real.
Everything else will flow. Yeah, yeah,
Cause I
for
make
sure.
sure I get a massage. I don't care where we at, what we doing. If I in that moment I want a massage, I'm gonna get it.
I gave birth. What's
Because
up?
it is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, yeah. So are you guys still in Tampa or you're
So we moved now to Central Florida, more so in the suburbs. Girl, this is trying to get used to this like environment is so different because I'm from the city and he's from the Bronx, so he's from the city. And it's like moving out here to Auburndale. It's like a little town where you want to raise your kids, but like the nearest Walmart is like 10 minutes away. The nearest mall is like 25 minutes away. So it's like very suburbs, is very like just lots of trees, very quiet. And it's like sometimes I'm like, I need something. I need some stimulation.
it's too
I
peaceful.
need this
It's too peaceful.
and because I don't really know a lot of people out here, in the last 3.5 years that I've been out here, I've made, like 1 to 2 friends. It's really, really hard for me to make friends just because now, after being home for 2.5 years, I feel like I became very antisocial to where I'll go to stores and like people will talk to me and I'll be like,
Just be quiet, right?
like I'm used to just talking to babies. Oh, my light died. I'm so used to talking to babies, and it's like, oh, I got another human in front of me. This is awkward. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it
I
comes with
feel
the come
yeah. I
you
can
know.
relate to that too because I've been at home since August of last year, and I just went back to work last month, so I was at home for like a long time, and I went back to work because you know what I'm saying, like I gotta have my own money. Stuff ain't coming fast enough. But long story short, girl, now that I'm at work, I'm like, dang, I really gotta talk.
I have to interact with, like, you mean I have to talk to you? Oh, like, okay, like I have to answer questions. I have to do this. Okay, got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely hard. I'm like dying to go back to work. I really, really am. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I love being a stay-at-home mom. I don't. I don't. It's not for me. I just feel like I gotta sacrifice myself for a little bit to make sure that my kids are good and they're safe. We're living in a world that's so corrupted right now. Like, there's so much in the news about like daycares being shut down, babies just dying because they're left in the hands of negligence, like people that don't, you know what I mean? And it's like, if I gotta just be a little depressed in my house with these kids, but keep them safe, then I guess that's what I'll do, you know.
you'll get through it. Trust me, girl. Because if I can do it, you can do it. It's a stretch, but.
Amen. Amen. Put my
So
little
is there
worship music when they start acting up. I'm like, "Dah, let me pray. Let me pray for a second."
so is there any challenges you face besides postpartum and your home struggles, and how did you get through it?
So I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, and I didn't know that I had it. I guess I kind of just thought I'm overstimulated. It's a lot that I'm doing, and it's not like I felt like I needed to do the stuff that I do. I feel like I was doing it to myself because my husband would be like, "Why don't cook? If it's like, don't cook today. Like, if you're not in the mood for it, don't do it. Like, why don't you go outside with the girls? Don't clean up. I'm like a clean freak. So if my house is unorganized for more than like 20 minutes, I'm picking up. And I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like, why am I doing that when my kids are going to go back, get the toys, and make it a mess again? You
Yeah,
know? But it was part of me being like a high functional depressed person. And that's just what it was. And they wanted to put me on medications, and I was like, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. It's not something that I would like to do, and I feel like I could do it without it.
right.
And what I started doing was just getting closer to my faith, was just starting to find a church that worked with like us, and how I felt welcomed there. We started online, And then I was like, I think this is calling us. And we actually have to do a little bit of a drive. It's like a 45-50 minute drive to that church. But we said, I think that this is what's going to help, me more. And when I started getting closer to my faith, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like walking with God is wow.
Not
You've
easy.
you've been girl, when you've been living like off of your flesh for 31 years, it's like,
Mhm.
what is this? This is foreign. It's hard. It's not like I'm going to stop cursing from one day to another. It's just not going to happen. I've been doing this for so long. I'm not going to stop drinking alcohol. I've been doing it for so long. I can cut back on it, but if I just stop cold turkey, I'm going to go right back to it. So it's like trying to take those baby steps of like working on myself and just getting my mental back to a healthy place. I feel like my faith was really what was helping me cope with like, okay, I'm not depressed. I'm overstimulated and that's normal. I
Yeah.
need to
Your
find
hormones.
things for myself. I started going to the gym. I told my husband, when you get home, I need you to tap in. Like, I got to go to the gym. I'm overstimulated. I need to blow off this stuff. And I also need to do something for me, myself, and
Mhm.
I do things for you. I take care of you. I take care of these kids. I got to take care of me.
Right.
And that's when I started just doing more so things for myself, reading my Bible. Like, even though sometimes I didn't understand it, I'm like, ChatGPT, what does this mean in the Bible? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just taking really that time for myself, because you really do lose yourself in
Yeah.
motherhood,
Yeah.
and when you lose yourself in motherhood, you also lose yourself with your partner. When your partner's like, okay, well, what's going on with her? And it's like, they love you too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So,
Mhm.
like, self care, I would have to say, was my biggest motivator of like, if I'm not good, there's no way that my household can be good.
Right. That
Yeah.
makes a whole lot of sense. And that's why I stress about self care online too and staying out the streets, because at the end of the day you're gonna come home still feeling drained, still feel like you don't belong. So it's like
Yeah.
let go of the alcohol too, you know what I'm saying? Like it just takes time, because I used to drink every freaking weekend and I couldn't help myself, you know what I'm saying? I was a single mom. But life is a little different now, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I'm proud of
it could be
you. I'm
yeah.
really proud of you. I
Yeah.
follow you, so I see like the growth that you have done. I also went through that phase, because I was young and a single mom, and I'm like, I'm so lonely, I'm depressed, I'm tired, and what more did I have was just liquor on the weekends, every
Yeah.
single weekend. And it's like sometimes it would be during the week. Like I don't want to go to sleep by myself, so if I get drunk, then I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause that I ended up in therapy that way too.
Oh, can we talk about therapy? Wow.
Girl, what?
I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. I signed up for therapy January of this year. Faithfully, every Wednesday, I have a meeting tomorrow with my therapist. That's my
Yay.
girl. I'm actually trying to like close it off because she's like, I think that you're ready to like, kind of do things on your own. And I was like, are you breaking up with me?
Right.
What's going on? And she's like, no, I just think that, you've come such a long way from where you were in January to like where you are now. And it's like amazing. You know what I mean? And I think that therapy, especially in my culture, because I'm Hispanic, therapy is like, oh, she hit rock bottom. Oh, she's not doing, her life sucks, or it's this and it's that. And it's like, no, no, no. I actually have a beautiful life for once in my life. And I don't know what to do with that. All I know is trauma. All I know is hurt. All I know is people doing this, people doing that. And now I'm safe. Oh, okay. I must self sabotage. I must do this. I must not deserve that. What's going on? And it's like a lot of people don't seek the help that you need. And it's like going into a marriage, because I knew in January, I'm like, I'm getting married in September. There's no way that I'm bringing all of this backed up poop into my marriage, even though we've been together for whatever. I'm like, no, 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 no. My kids deserve better. Generational curses need to be broken. No, I'm gonna get me some therapy. And in the beginning, I used to be like, oh, therapy is good. And that. Now I'm like, girl, get you some therapy.
Yeah.
You feel like this? Yeah, get you a therapist. Like, I'm all up for a therapist. Like, and the good thing about my therapist is she'll literally tell me like, you're tripping. And I'm like, just like, what do you mean? She's like, you're tripping. Like, you need to just relax. You need to sit down and chill, and you need to think about why you feel like this and why you feel like that, because you're wrong. And it's just like, it gets you thinking like, oh shit, maybe I am the problem sometimes.
Yeah.
And the personal growth that you get from that is like, wow, I'm even now a better mom, to where I'm like, oh, I talk to my son and I gotta like reevaluate, like, okay,
Take a step back,
just
right?
because, yeah, let me just think, because what I'm used to is like, get a shoe, you're being whooped, you're being this, and I'm just like, okay, let's change that. Like, patience, kindness, the way that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, things like that really make such a big difference in changing generational curses, that it's like, get you a therapist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get you a therapist.
For real. Because when I went to therapy, I had my man go to therapy too. Because nah, Slim, we doing this together.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
literally, like
Yeah.
he comes from a family full of trauma and in the streets and all that stuff. So I had to make it known, like, if we gonna break curses, no, we got to do this the right way. So
I love that. I love that. My husband comes in, like, we'll do one therapy session together. And then the next week, I'm like, nothing that I want to really talk about with us right now. I think I need a therapy session for myself.
yeah.
And then it even got to the point where he was like, maybe I should do one session by myself. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should. Yeah, maybe you should. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful when you could come together, and just really self grow together.
But yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
perfect.
That's
I'm
good
like,
because it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. Like if he see you doing something, you know what I'm saying, he'll catch on.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. It's healthy. It's so healthy. Like, let's bring back having healthy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
healthy relationships. That toxicness, yeah, it ain't it. It ain't it.
Yeah.
you know,
Only gonna take people so far, but that'd be a whole nother conversation. So I'm happy that you have love in your life. You know what I'm saying? It could be
me too.
hard, but it's still a blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big thing for sure.
So what's a tip or a tool you want to share with the audience that they could take away with besides self care?
That's a really good question.
Or tell them to go to therapy. That's another good one too. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I have to say that therapy and growing my faith has been the number one thing in my life that has changed from January up until now. Like, I feel it within myself. I'm happier within myself, learning my triggers, learning what makes me upset and why, or why I think about something and it makes me sad. It's
Yeah,
really learning who I am and not suppressing who I am either. You know what I mean? But I think that those two things have really, really been the highlight of just keeping my mental health healthy,
that's
for
good.
sure.
I love that. Yeah. Because whew, we gotta look after kiddos and girl, we gotta be the example, and sometimes we don't want to be the example. So I get it.
I don't. I mean, my little baby, like my 2-year-old, she literally, what she sees, she does. And the other day, like, I wouldn't say lost control, but like I hit my toe, and when you hit that little corner of your toe, I was like, ah, and like it just came out. Now I see her, like, with anything that she gets aggravated with, she's like, ugh, ugh. And then my husband looks at me, he's like, she got that from you. And I'm like, ugh, like, for real, these kids really do everything that they see us do. So how we handle things is how they're going to handle things in life. And we really want to set the standards, you know, high for our kids. We're literally building the next generation. You know, we're already in a world that's so ugly. It's like we got to make it better. We have to. Like, there's just no choice.
Yeah,
You know.
literally. Yeah. But this was so beautiful, Melanie. Oh my God, I'm so grateful that you showed up, girl. So where can people
You too.
find you?
This is fun. So I actually have a YouTube page that I created in 2021. There's not a single video on there. There's not a single nothing.
What?
Listen, I am my biggest, like, how can I say it?
Don't tell
Like,
me
my
you're.
biggest critique. Yeah. Like, I am my biggest, I critique myself all the time. I'm like, well, what if this doesn't, go well? What if that doesn't go? And like, I think I hold myself back. And that's why it was so important for me to do like this podcast with you, because one of my biggest things that I wanted to do was a podcast. I love to speak to other women and speak to even men and just get their perspective on life and perspective on like being a working mom or like a single mom and this and that. And that was the podcast that I wanted to do. And it's been sitting there since 2021.
Girl,
So,
we gonna work
I
on that.
actually wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you because this was so much fun, and I'm like, this is something that I see myself doing, So, like, I love meeting women that like, um, just support other women and just supporting their dreams and stuff like that. And I think that after doing this podcast, I'm like, maybe I might just launch something, and then we'll see how it goes. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
this
it's
was
already,
amazing.
yes. That's what I said. I'm so grateful that you showed up, and you already have the app. So it's like, test it out, record yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always here to support you and help you because I've been doing this recording thing for about a year now. So yeah, I'm in your corner. It's cool. It's cool.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. It was like wonderful talking to you. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. You too. And we're going to continue to show love online. So, is there any
Of
last
course.
things or words you want to share with the people? Because I know you said they could find you on YouTube. So, we're going to link all of that in the show notes.
And then also I have Instagram. So underscore XO Melanie is my Instagram. So yeah, you can find me there on YouTube. I might just drop something and then Instagram. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys heard that loud and clear. And we're going to link all of her links in the show notes. So, make sure you check her out, show her some love. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.